Good day, everybody. We're here playing, yeah, probably Sira can say it, because we have also lost a member, because he's way too busy and stuff accumulated. We're not gonna talk about it too much, because, yeah, we just gave him, him space.
Ace Eternity Chronicles. We are right now at the court. It's actually Danny versus Lord von Zix. And of course, our Santa Claus judge is ready to say it.
Yeah, I just have to figure out where it is, because... yeah, I don't know where we are.
Order, order! Lord von Zix, explain yourself. My lord? If you had such a transient argument up your sleeve, why in the world did you not proffer a daring and examination?
I see where I'm at.
I want to give this young fortune student the sightseeing experience he no doubt came for. I wanted him to see for himself how the opinion of the jury is so rarely swayed. There he is again!
Sweetie.
But my hospitality has its limits, and they have been reached, I feel.
Uh-oh, they have been reached. Holy shit!
So, my learned friend, today's sightseeing tour of London is now over.
Well, what are you talking about?
My lord! The prosecution requests permission to call its next witness to the stand. Granted. Believe, bring forth the witnesses.
It's next witness?
Mr. Nadahuru, do you not remember? We've been told on several occasions that here were eyewitnesses to the incident.
Yes, I remember. One of them being a Scotland Yard policeman, nonetheless.
Mm-hmm. I'm afraid it's likely to be the prosecutor's next witness. Oh, by the way, guys, since it is a while, some young woman got stabbed in the back, and people saw actually a Japanese man that was actually kind of in terror. He is like, you know, shaking, nervous, and they give him a blame while he did not do it. So we are now trying to find the truth in the court for that. To see what happened actually, the truth will come up in the water to the shore.
Look it up.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a right thing.
You wish me up.
Alright, no matter who Francis brings to the stand, as his witness, no matter what they say. I believe
in Soseki-san.
I know he is innocent.
Yeah. Soseke-san. Hi.
Right. And I will keep believing to the very end. Until this battle is over.
Oh,
Oh, I need to update my Google Chrome.
oh, they are so adorable! Witness, please state your names and occupations for court. Oh, yum yum yum. Oh. Constable Royal Brief, sir. Nothing to report on the street, sir. Miss Beetle, Patricia's my name. I would say this. I'm this young town hero's wife.
Quite young, to be honest.
Yeah. And in poverty.
Yeah. Wake up, dude.
Oh, it's lagging. No! Danny!
I'm still here. What's the story here?
The screen is lagging. Oh,
Everything is trying to load again because... Yeah, my...
I cannot see anything anymore. Dang.
It takes a bit.
Okay, got it. Well, in truth, we're not being
You lagged for a moment.
married
Sira.
long.
There you go. Is everything working again?
In fact, we celebrated our first anniversary only the other day.
Wake up, dude! No, it was your husband I was asking about. He seems tired.
Yeah, but screen thing is still lagging.
Wait, maybe I can reduce it a bit.
Oh. Hardly surprising.
Does this help?
Yeah. With being an honorable occupation, patrolling the beat is the most demanding work in the world.
Oh really? I'm sure I have heard that before actually.
Indeed, apart from their days off. Our gallons officers stretch some 20 miles a day, you know. They patrol boarding houses and pubs, collect taxes, survey the streets, check the meters are reading through. And they're responsible for keeping the streets clean and lighting and extinguish our streetlights. That's a lot of duty.
Yeah.
There are numbers of items on the list that doesn't sound much like policing duties at all.
Yeah, it sounds like too much work.
I mean, it's okay.
I would just be falling asleep on my feet. I'll have to collapse. I will have collapsed long ago.
The It goes without saying that the policeman's primary duty is an apprehension of criminals. Blah.
Yay.
Even when he's off duty, the constable is expected to investigate and resolve any crimes on his beat. Well, for this timeline, not anymore.
Yeah, bonk.
No, if a policeman is on a break, he is off the work for that. But he can actually contact his other policeman about what's happening as a citizen. But furthermore of that information, I cannot tell. For London's Bobby is the man of honor.
And a man of slumber. Wait a second. Put the nail on the head. Hey!
On the day in question, this man and his wife were walking down Briar Road in the opposite direction. And they witnessed an incident as is occurred. Is that not correct, Mr. and Mrs. Beadle?
Right, sir. Isn't that Raleigh? Constable Wally Beadle, sir. Nothing to report on the street, sir.
What a great witness he's going to be. Derp.
Did you fall asleep during the investigation? Very good. I'd like to hear for your formal testimony now, please. You will tell the court exactly what you saw on the afternoon of the incident. Donnie?
I'm here. Just checking something.
Yes, sir.
Sir, yes, sir! And he fell asleep again. Bye.
Witness testimony. What no witnesses saw.
It was our wedding anniversary, and Wally was taking me out for a meal. There was no time to change after work.
Is that so, huh?
Anyway, two silhouettes appeared out of the fog in the pavement in front of us. All of a sudden, one of them just collapsed on the floor. Then the other scattered something before running off. He went straight over, of course, and then went for help at the nearby police box. It was definitely the Japanese man on the dock. Wally and I both saw him as clear as day.
How can you see if you only saw silhouettes?
Yeah, in the fog. Well, this is extremely compelling testimony, I must say.
Oh dear, this policeman and his wife are claiming to have possibly identified Mr. Natsumi at the scene. If their testimony is true, there are alternative cause of events that you established in this explanation will be squashed. Squashed like a bug.
Is death knell, in fact. Because that alternative was never available in the first place. What an unfortunately bad chancing. And on your wedding anniversary too.
Oh no!
Oh, I know, but I still managed to go out for the evening with my man. I thank the Lord for that. Gosh, the life of a London Bobby sounds very hard indeed.
Indeed. However,
This cross-examination will be over in minutes. You may have some time to rest. This afternoon.
What do you mean by that?
My learned friend, the witnesses saw the face of the man fleeing the scene. They are testifying under oath that it was without doubt the accused, Mr. Soseki Natsume. And one of those witnesses is a policeman, no less. So you appreciate the gravity of the situation, I'm sure.
Except that the man is so tired, his wife, to do all the talking. Dong.
Bravo. Counsel for the defense. Commence the cross-examination, please.
Alright, still waking up. Yes, sir, my lord. Yeah.
Cross-examination.
What
the witnesses saw.
So, from what I read, I have to press on the 1st, the 5th, and the 4th.
In that line?
No,
Okay.
in that line. I said that. Only time change after work. You say, are you also a member of the police, Mr. Beetle?
Beaten. Oh no, sadly not. It's a job for strapping young men only. Women and children and the elderly can't even apply.
Give me a moment, I'm picking some. I press on first, but I'm getting these two, and it's... Well, I think you can probably see why the children and the elderly can't do the job, can you?
Raleigh looks over so handsome in his uniform. It suits you down the ground, doesn't it, darling? What? I just finished my beat. But tonight we're heading back to the station. I was actually planning on getting changed there.
Is he talking in his sleep? This is creepy.
Oh, no! I much prefer you in uniform. Sometimes I don't recognize you when I see you in plain clothes.
Oh no.
Oh dear, that doesn't seem healthy. Kindly adhere to the point. You were going for a meal after you had finished your beat for the day, correct? That's right, sir. Oh, yes, although I was fit to rub, to be honest, after spending a whole day on my feet.
Yeah.
But policing is my life, sir. As long as I am the proud owner of this, I serve my city and my queen to the end. I think it's,
So I could help
yeah,
it.
the first. It's the first. Queen Elizabeth the First. That's Queen Elizabeth II's grandmother.
What's that now?
My warrant card, sir. Proof that I'm a London copper.
Sounds a bit weird, but okay.
It has the noble founding principles of the force written on as reminder to all us policemen of our sworn duty. To patrol the streets of London town and uphold the peace of a common man. So, and just for noble cause, I cover 20 miles every single day without fail and without a grumble.
Also, stop putting that thing in your mouth, buddy. Under your neck, under your chin, under your chin, under your mouth, under your chin. You dum-dum.
You should be very careful with the Queen's Guard. They are very aggressive, but they are trained soldiers.
This one doesn't look like it.
No, he is in poverty. You can see that on his hat, on the sleeve, and the wife is also having that kind of a clothing. It actually reminds me of my grandmother's mother from my father's side. She was also in poverty like that. She could not even afford a cabbage.
Ooh, ouch.
Yeah, so what actually happened? My grandmother went to work, and after she got paid, she gave the money to her mother. That's how it was back in the days. Because I know the plotting of my boots are all laundries need to hear to feel safe and secure.
So, fighting crime doesn't appear to come into it then?
But sir, just on that one predictable day, I was looking forward to celebrating my wedding in university. Mrs. Beetle puts up with a lot being married to a bobby like me. I wanted to show my dear wife how much I care. Oh,
I must say this looks so cute. This looks so cute.
Screenshot! Wait. Got it. Let me see if it worked. Sometimes it does not work. Yes, I got it! I got it! Yeah, thanks. Got it. I got it. Oh, Pops. Oh, Raleigh!
Okay, this is kind of cool. I was not expecting it.
A romance. What a charming couple! Their young love is such joy to behold.
And a little over the top, perhaps.
And then, kindly describe what happened next.
Okay, this is the second, third, and the fourth.
We went straight over a course and went for help at a nearby police court.
Was it your husband that went to fetch help?
No, I went. I may not be a police officer myself, but I am proud wife on one after all. Isn't that right, my darling?
Yoink!
Reminds me of Zelda when she's trying to do that on Link on Skyward Sword. What? Ah, yes, that's right. I asked Miss Beaton to go. I was off duty by that point. Aha! So that's how the quartal falls. He was off duty. But a Bobby's never truly off duty, of course, so I felt obliged to stay and guard the scene.
Hey, you.
Very long ball, Mr. Beaton. Preserving the scene of a crime is tax of considerable importance. That's why I sent Patricia, you see. I told her where to find the right police box.
Forgive me your ignorance, but what do you mean by exactly by the right police box?
Depends on the crime's location, you see. As to who deals with it.
where the woman was stabbed wasn't actually on my beat. Oh. So I told Patricia the way to the police box for the beat the incident fell under, so she could go and report it.
So
I ran there as quickly as I could and asked for help from the bobby on duty.
Sleep mode activated.
It's more like
Sleep mode activate. Beep. There's nothing more pertinent than a young couple in love working together, you know.
And thanks to your swift response, the case was quickly resolved. The actions of two model citizens.
Yeah, one dickhead.
Oh, please, you're making us blush, isn't he, darling?
Yoink.
Yes, sir. What Patricia said, sir.
Hey. Let's move on, shall we?
Okay, and the 5th. Wait.
Yep. But surely you won't be have been able to see his face by the light of the gas street lights, would you?
We absolutely cuss. Alonus have exceptional eyesight. I have, you know.
Like a hawk?
I wouldn't do that to your husband, lady. So you have a murder case in a court.
She become a suspect.
Right.
The light from the street lamps was more than enough, but it was foggy. It doesn't matter. My husband already told you that the fog was only light, didn't he?
It doesn't matter if the fog was light or heavy. It doesn't matter. It's still foggy then.
Yeah, it's only make it harder to see.
Yeah.
Unless you have X-ray vision.
If you have an X-ray vision, you will get blind in that instant. That's how the fog actually also works.
Oh, I didn't know that. My bad. My bad. Ah, yes, and what of the fog?
We are famous for across the globe, I believe. But it's an absolute menace for those of us who have lived with it, of course. Because the United Kingdom is laying on a rocky island on the North Sea, not attached to the big land itself.
Oh, it is! It is! When it's thick, you can't even see the hand at the end of your own arm.
Damn, that's thick.
Yeah, very thick.
Yes, alright, I take your point. Now could you stop shaking your husband about?
The constant fog makes our eyes very sharp, you see.
I don't think so, Missy. I don't think so. Well, you have a stars in your eyes, you have a lot of water in your eyes. How is it even possible that your eyes will getting sharp in the fog? That's not even possible. Oh, nice. There are two Valkyries on the sky.
Nice.
You know those very predator birds. That's nice.
Yeah,
Go
also,
on, Danny.
I sent you something.
I'm sending you something, he said.
Yeah. Take this.
My
Like, at least I'm making you laugh without laugh points. Well, brownie points.
It's the laugh points.
That's why we can tell you for sure and certain that it was a little Japanese man we saw.
How were you able to say?
Can't we, darling?
And yoink.
Oh. What? Ah, yes. It was the accused and no mistake. The mustache, the hunched back, the cat-like eyes, the tough mouth, the snub nose, the unmistakable sound.
As far as the couple testimony is concerned, there can't be any question. Was it Suzuki's son who was running away from the scene of the crime? And that's it? That's the entire testimony?
What do you think, Mr. Naruhuru?
Well, I hate to admit it, but on hearing the testimony, it really does seem that Miss and Miss B saw what they saw as they saw. Bleh?
What they saw. Wait, it does really... Wait, go back!
Yep.
It really does seem as though Mr. and Mrs. Beat saw what they say they saw.
Okay,
Get
that's
it?
why... Yeah, it was like...
Yeah,
I know,
you
well,
was
like-
for it.
I don't know, having like a tongue twister. Like,
You just like falling off the stairs.
yeah. It's a numerous I wasn't ready from the scene of Barrier Road that day.
Oh, yes, I feel the same.
Yeah, that's true. Where does it leave us?
The members of the jury are sure to call for a guilty verdict after this testimony.
No, then what we do. Yeah.
If Kazumu-sama were here,
What are you trying to say?
I think he would be trying to find a contradiction somewhere else within their testimony.
What do you mean somewhere else?
Their statements about seeing Mr. Natsume is unequivocal. Calling that into question won't help. But if you could identify some other part of their testimony which appears to contradict the facts, you might be able to discredit them, to make the jury doubt that the Pierce memory of the day is accurate. Oh, that's difficult words.
Yeah. Oh, right.
With my dyslexia, it's not kind of simple for me. But simply, we must focus on finding the discrepancy of those statements somewhere. If we don't, I'm afraid the trial may reach an early and unfortunate conclusion.
Why do I always seem to be up against it?
It's more like, no, why me? Why is always happens to me?
Yeah.
Mr. Lawyer, sir, can I ask you something?
Yes, of course. What is it?
Well, you keep asking us all these questions about everything. We told you so. seems like you don't believe our testimony. Is that right? Is it? Well, put it.
I find this funny. What? No. Oh no, it's not really that at all.
My husband's a policeman, remember? And I know what I saw. I remember every last detail, everything, like...
Like what?
Oh, I know. What about the books the man dropped? Wait a second. I could tell you the names of every single one I could. Every single one.
Oh, there you go again.
Did you dare to question how reliable my testimony is?
What?
That will do, Miss Beetle. No, I won't do it all. Japanese lawyer has no idea what I'm capable of.
Let me guess. Throwing rocks at a lawyer. Will that help? That means that you actually breaking a law, insulting a lawyer, and actually also harassing him right now.
Yep.
So you will get the penalty back.
Behind yours. Even if I decided to forgive him for insulting us, don't think for a minute that really will. Insulting?
I really didn't mean to cause offense. But...
How this Japanese guy should be insulting an English poverty woman, while the Japanese man is so scared that he could not insult him because he's panicking because someone point him out that he was a kind of a stabber. How is it even possible that the Japanese man was insulting that poverty woman? Jesus. That's what you call humans. They pinpointed each other out while their blame is on themselves.
Indeed. I really didn't mean to cause offense. Please put your husband's face down.
Perhaps you would like the opportunity to supplement your testimony, Miss Beat.
That's fake. Look at this hair! It's like it's sliding off.
Might that appease you? Thank you, my lord. That would settle things nicely. Wouldn't it, darling?
Now we can do this.
Let's go.
Here we go.
Let's go. Let's go.
So you say that there were 4 books.
That's right. I remember all of them. The picture of Monsieur somebody? What's it? Yearnings? A mail for someone? And the Thingummy's something.
I'm sorry, Miss Beetle.
Beetle.
But there are fundamental flaws in that testament of yours.
Oh, what flaw?
Well, you said something wrong. Simply that, at the crime of the scene, there were only 3
crime.
Yeah, the scene of the crime. There were only 3 books, not 4. 3. Sorry.
Dun, 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 dun.
What?
There's a receipt from the bookstore shop where the defendant bought his books.
Your books?
Yes, and indeed those purchased that day. But as you can see, only 3 books are listed.
Only 3? No! No! That can't be!
But it is. Ta ta ta!
Quack, 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 quack.
I remember seeing them. They were 4 books, I tell you! 4 dirty old books!
Oh really? Have a good look at this photographic print of the scene of the crime.
3 books.
As you clearly can see of the evidence as well. There are only 3 books.
But I just don't believe it.
Yoink, yoink,
I
yoink.
saw them
Yoink.
there!
Yoink.
I swear it! I saw them!
Stop yoinking him! Stop yoinking him!
Patricia, stop! I can't breathe.
No, madam, I'm afraid your powers of observation cannot be relied on. So it cannot be denied.
It's not. No, it's be like, so it can't be denied.
That doll you say it was the defendant you saw. You can say it very well could be a mistaken. And no.
Objection!
Objection!
One Zeeks.
Von Zix is having an explanation here. It's plainly evident. That is your powers of deduction that cannot be relied upon, my learned Nipopose friend.
Oh, shut up. What?
Nanda Yora. What cannot be denied of these 2 witnesses saw the accused running from the scene.
Don't you dare throw it again, young man. Don't you dare.
In fact, that you know very well that you have no hope for disproving.
Ah!
So if you strive to avert attention from that by dint of some inconsequential discrepancies, would that be fair?
You sees right through me.
But your plan has somewhat recoiled against you.
What are you talking about? Again with a
It's
toast?
quite simple. Let me explain with a toast. To the policeman's wife and her entirely accurate testimony in every respect. I hope you're not on a monster drink, Danny.
Oh, cola.
Oh my god. It's
It's not even 12 o'clock and you drinking
in the late morning Coca-Cola.
Yeah.
I prefer that you drinking some tea during this recording session.
You see, the matter is not up for debate. At the scene of Bray Road, a total of 4 books were mostly definitely found.
Objection!
Objection!
But what about the photographic print? There only shows 3 books.
Quite right. Only 3 can be seen in that print.
That print? You mean to say...
You mean...
What did I say?
Allow me to present another. One that shows the victim's hand.
The lion's pride.
I don't believe it.
But also, look how the condition of the book is. There's a bite out of it.
A piece, yeah.
I don't
think
believe
some-
it. It's the fourth book.
I think the one that stabbed her was placed somehow in there. I'm not sure.
Maybe, yeah.
As you will observe. The 4th book was hidden from view in the original print by the victim's torso.
No. No! Ow! My back.
This cannot be. Order! Order! You see? Look at that! Look! Look! Look!
Yes.
It's like I said, isn't it, my darling? Yes, sir. Patricia's always right, sir.
Let us study the receipt for the books purchased by the accused on the day in question. Mrs. B, the titles once again, if you please.
Oh yes, of course. The picture of Monsieur somebody or other?
The picture of Monsieur Lecoq.
What is it, yearnings?
Canterbury Yearnings.
A metal for someone.
Metal? A meal, what do you mean?
Metal.
Mail for someone.
I don't have a picture here for me. Can't eat this shit.
A metal for Carborear, in fact.
There goes the metal again.
A male for Carborear. Metal! Let's do metal! As the court has just here to witness remembers the book titles flawlessly, save for a new minor details. Mrs. Beaton's power of recollection can only be described as exceptional.
Oink.
Did you hear that? The gentleman paid me a compliment.
Sir, flawless, sir. Patricia is flawless.
But there are only 3 books on the receipt. You all mentioned 4.
There's nothing surprising about that. Clearly the 4th book is which is shown on his photographic print. I'm sorry, Counsel, but does that not seem odd?
Yeah, very odd.
Why should the food book be omitted from the receipt? It's not odd at all, my lord. As the photograph clearly shows, the 4th book was found in the victim's clutches. In other words,
It belongs to the victim.
Victim was holding her own book? That makes sense.
I wonder what became of that fourth book.
It was actually evidence.
Obviously, it wasn't overlooked by the investigation officers of Scotland Yard. I have it here as evidence. You will submit that and the aforementioned photographic prints to the Court Police Council? My pleasure, my lord. The second crime scene photograph has been entered into the court files. The fourth book has been entered into the court record. The prosecution rests.
Now I want to check something.
It's burnt!
Not bitten, it was burned.
Do you remember what was burned?
Not really.
Remember? No, do you still remember the past episodes? There was a fire in the house, and it was kind of being hidden away by clothing, by a cloth. Remember those two lovers? Possibly.
Oh, look at this! The book has been badly burned.
Right, I never have been able to read in this state, especially not the later part.
What a terrible waste. Judging from the scorched edges of the paper, I think the damage must be occurred very recently.
A book recently damaged by fire? Seemed to raise a red flag with me. So we already did that.
Also, the title of the book.
I know. Lion's Pride.
Let me see. The book's entitled The Lion's Pride.
Maybe I don't know any English literature about that. Wouldn't it be something I have heard? Wait a minute. Lion's Pride? That's strange. I think I have heard of that book. Of a book by that name before, very recently too.
It's a title I recognize too, Mr. Naruhodo.
I said that line again.
What if, and it's only an if, that two couple that was also in the same building as Mr. Haruhara was.
Naruhodo, yeah.
Oh no, Mrs. No,
That maid and that old man, that they were married back then, but of course the wife was dressed up as a maid and spilled a lot of tea over his husband, like.
yes,
Yeah, that's what I mentioned before. What was burned behind the cloth? Remember that?
But there was also like a shot, like I remembered what was said.
Yeah.
So what if there was a knife in that cannon with also that book, got fired, and it hit the lady in the back?
Possibly. Yes. Possibly happened.
And this is me only like thinking. I'm not even being sure.
Well, it is a possibility.
I have nothing further to add.
What?
You seem surprised, my learned friend. But your resistance until now has been in vain. Entertaining, yes, but futile. Superior's longer route, the accused lodgings, that you tried to establish in your summon examination. And the attempt discrediting of the witness's powers of recollection in your cross-examination.
You thought I walked right into this, didn't I?
You see? Everything we said is true.
Yeah, just rub it in.
Yeah.
Isn't that right, my darling?
Yes, Pat. Marry me, Pat. So perhaps the ladies and gentlemen of the jury would like to reconsider their positions? So the court waste any more time of this nipple-post travesty? Or is it the decision you have to make to all apparent already? You have heard all the witnesses and seen all the evidence. This trail has run its course.
Mr. Naruhodo, I'm afraid we are in heavily precarious position.
Precarious.
I mean, there's something I can do. Think.
Think, Mr. Naruhodo. Think.
Nope. I know, but if I fight back the wrong way, it should be very well make it matters worse. I can only say one thing. Objection! Objection!
Objection.
I am not done yet.
No, my learned friend, it's over. No, it's not over yet. That last cross-examination was your final chance to establish this creditable defense, and you failed. Then the die has been cast. There is no more room for debate.
Well, it might be over as far as you're concerned, but I can't think of anything to say.
If I may, Lord von Zeeks, it seems somewhat boorish to close down the debate at this point. Oh?
Your insignificant little Eastern Isle must be a lawless hole indeed. For a lowly judicial assistant to have the audacity to interfere at a moment like this.
Oh?
I am ashamed of a very inexperienced lawyer, so you will have to forgive me, but I consider my assistant of impulsive.
Mr. Naruhodo!
Did I do something wrong?
Once of this land's great guiding principles is tolerance, so the court will hear you, madam.
Go ahead, man, please.
Very well. Pray, what insight can you give us? What have we all overlooked at this matter that you will see to fit to pursue further?
Well, the court has been present with new evidence, but only after the last cross-examination finished.
I see. And you believe that this new evidence warrants further examination, do you?
Yeah.
Mr. Naruhodo, what do you think? It's just possible that this new evidence might be the discrete proof I've been waiting for. The judge is sure to ask the members of the jury to announce their learnings in a moment. And of course, be sure to ask you explain what a crucial piece of evidence is and why. So that we must take this opportunity to examine the newly presented evidence as truthfully as possible.
We already did. Yes, I understand. And thank you, Mrs. Susato.
Susato.
This is it. Susato managed to win us one last chance here. Can't let this go to waste. The defendant with the present evidence, my lord.
Very well. The defense may present one further piece of evidence. Evidence that appeared the officer performed sight into the case and had hitherto has been overlooked.
Keep looking at this book as very...
And I can't believe what a terrible thing.
It's burn, baby, burn.
Take that!
The evidence in question is, well, what we can see from the newly presented photographic print of the crime scene. For a book found in the victim's hand.
Objection!
Objection! We have already discussed the fourth book at length. Other than being in the victim's grasp at the time of the incident, no significance has been attached to it. So that matter further would be fracking of waste of a court's time, as you will know. Isn't that odd that he actually stopped by that?
Yeah.
I think he might know what Susato is looking for. Naruhodo-san, I mean.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm afraid, Counsel. I must concur the prosecution on this matter. When I offered to you this opportunity, you led the court to believe that the evidence in the question contained an hitherto undiscovered clue.
Clue was already obvious with the photographic print.
So I mustn't sit you or elaborate, Counsel. You will identify this clue as one. Do I make myself clear?
Oh, yes, my lord. It's,
Mr. Naruhodo, I believe the prosecution is trying to avoid a true examination of the evidence.
Kind of a...
Which means you may very well be on the right track.
we're on the right track, baby. Yes, I think you might be right.
So, Council. Precisely where the virtual clue in this case, which is the fourth book conceals? Beep boop. Oh beep.
I would ask the court to observe the back of the book in question. Huh. Shut up!
The back? What do you? Good gracious! Good gracious! Has been burned to the crisp!
Yeah, it's very crispy. Someone you on chicken nuggets?
Crunchy! Crunchy. Yum 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 yum.
So we have to ask ourselves, why was the victim watching what was clearly an unreadable book? It's undeniable, it's extremely unnatural thing for her to be have been doing.
Objection!
Objection! Naturally, say, and what if this is my proposed friend?
Oh.
Where I too concrete a point, if it bears no relation to the case, there's nothing to discuss.
Moment.
On a momento, he said. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, oh.
That's alright, I couldn't help myself.
Oh, oh. On a moment.
An ice cube. I got an ice cube. Woohoo!
Ice cubes. He is a cube of ice. Don't be offended. Don't be offended. He might be a cube, but he's made out of ice.
Just ran out of cubes. Oh yeah.
The cube is in the other foot. Excuse you.
Thank you. You a line, Snoop? Oh, Sira. Sorry. We haven't been.
I'm not Snoop.
Sorry.
So, should you wish to assert that this fire damage is some veiled clue as to what happened that day? Pray to enlighten us all. What truths does this charred book hide?
Charred book? There's just one possibility here, which I cannot quite bring myself to outrule. Loud. An outside chance, certainly, but it's worth a try. Alright, I will explain my theory.
Don't keep us waiting any longer then, Council. Explain this theory of yours. What are you suggesting that you can ascertain from the fire damage the solid home has suffered?
Its owner.
It's owner of the book.
My lord, the burn on the book, back of the book, reveals a startling truth about the book's owner.
I beg your pardon?
But I didn't know who the book belongs to. The victim was gripping it on her hand as she fell to the floor after all. It's obviously hers. Patricia, stop. I can't breathe.
The question of how this book came to be in a victim's hand has yet been be answered. However, the question of the book who really belongs to or where it's originated, the defendant very credible answers.
Good gracious! How can you possibly?
Very well, I play along with this futile attempt to delay your inevitable demise.
You only play the inevitable.
But do remember, the members of the jury may well burn you if your little gamble goes awry.
Ouch.
Burning to the crisp, aren't we?
Counsel, the defendant's response here is very likely to influence the final outcome of this trial. So tell me in court, who do you claim is the owner of this bird book?
John and Joanne.
Who we are picking?
What's on the list?
Both of them.
Well, Joanne is in a judge.
Well, you decide.
Joanne is actually in a judge, so yeah, that does have an explanation to do.
The answer is that the book belongs to the couple who owns the house where the defendant has his lodgings.
His lodgings.
A certain Mr. and Mrs. Garadept.
The landlords?
Whatever the sort of story concealed or some kind of fate at work, I don't know, but of all the people in London, one of the 6 chosen for the jury duty in the courtrooms today is none other than the Miss Garadept herself.
Oh my goodness, me? I think you must be mistaken, sir. I'm not Mr. Gardep's wife. I'm his maid.
The ring confirms that you are married to him.
This should be so much easier if you just drop the pretense. Alright then, how about a simple question for you? Have you ever seen this book in Mr. Garadep's house?
I would never presume to know all of the books he keeps, sir.
Objection!
Objection. This is outlandish behavior. This woman is the accused landlady, you say? You implement this hard-working member of the public. You besmirched her without a shred of evidence. The photograph, the moment they got married. Your actions are unforgivable.
Objection!
Objection.
This is not a mere conjecture. The defendant happens to know that on the day in question, the almost exact of the same time as the victim was stepped on the pavement below.
Another incident. Bling, 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 bling.
Yeah, sorry for that.
Just the right time.
Another incident had taken place in the court, in the room on the top floor of Mr. and Mrs. Garadep's house.
Good Lord! What sort of incident, counsel?
A fire, my lord.
Rare to say it was. Happened to the blink of an eye, you know. The whole place is filled with smoke. Couldn't see a bare thing. Don't take a long fire to spread, of course. And barely fortunate start going up as well. Wasn't it? I lost my favorite book called The Lion's Pride. And the lion sprite!
Uh-oh. Stinky-o.
By Jove! The very same title that the subject of this debate. Oh dear me!
Oh, dear me. Sorry, I can't help myself. I just had to go for it.
Objection! This is Resable. All you tolts, you gourd, that the book was by the same name was involved in a fire! In which case, it would be reasonable to assume that this was burned to ashes. And entirely unreasonable to infer that it magically moved itself to the scene of the crime.
Perhaps it is, yeah?
Perhaps it should make more sense if I told you that the cause of the fire was a memorial discord. Without going into details, it appears that Miss Gardas and considered enraged. Apparently she's continued to attack Mr. Garda even amid the flames.
Oh, how well, I can't even imagine being so hurt at the ones you love, can you, Raleigh? Huh. Absolutely not, sir. My Patricia would never raise a finger against me, sir. Only by just by suffocating me by the scarf.
Had all my favorite book novels in that case. But as soon as fire got hold of them, that was it. Whoosh, up in smoke. Then the wife started hurting things at me. There was I back against the window under heavy enemy fire, and suddenly booked incoming 10 of the dozen. Bucks. The man had his back up against the window, and he had burning books thrown at him.
So that's why his lion sprite is gone.
Yeah. Goodness gracious! Are you suggesting?
Yes!
That the book was thrown through the window and had constantly at the scene of the crime?
Danny?
Yes, I'm here.
Objection!
Objection! No, all through investigation of the surrounding area was conducted in every evening of this incident. And there are no report of Mr. Gardup's window pane being broken.
I guess they opened their window. I don't know.
Yeah, for the smog. For the smog to go away.
Yeah. You get my picture. It's quite true. We also saw no signs of broken glass when we were visiting the Gavdev's household. But don't conceal that the window was open at the time in...
Not even remotely! Let us not forget the season and the chilling weather that accompanies it. It doesn't matter, the smog.
Yep.
The Londoner would ever leave a window open in the middle of the winter. For fresh air, dude! We need fresh air! Hello!
Yeah. I guess this post is perfect for, like, we ended it here and we continue next week.
Yeah, next week. on the next episode
Yeah.
on Ace Eternity Chronicles.
If we do,
Mr. Naruhuru-san versus Lord von Zeeks. We are actually arguing that the smoke was escaping from the window, but Lord von Zeeks did not complain about that no Londoners will open a window in the middle of the winter. So we are going to confirm him that it was open in the middle of the winter because the smoke was inside of the house.
Indeed. So we wish you all a good day, guys, a good week, and see you next time. Bye bye.
Bye 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 bye.
That one. See you next week, everybody. Bye.